Right, so I'm not really sure how this video is going to work because this isn't really a game that you can jump in and out of. But I'm doing a video on Yakuza 3. As some of you may already know and may have already played this game. Not this game, the sequel Yakuza 4 is a PS Plus game. I have a physical copy of Yakuza 4. I've yet to play that game. The last time I looked at a sort of video review of it, it looked very very similar to this game. Yakuza 3, if I load... You see, the problem is I could start a new game, but it is very kind of long-winded at points of the game. And pretty boring, so I'm just going to go with a gamble, just chuck a random save game in there. So we're here at chapter 8. So yeah, you are this Yakuza guy, can't remember his name, it will come back to me. This dude here, the graphics aren't very good in this game, and yeah, there's a lot of text without actual speaking. Well, yeah, you play this guy and he has a orphanage. He used to be a Yakuza boss, whatever, opened this orphanage and then gets kind of dragged back into the whole Yakuza business when somebody got killed or whatever. So yeah, Kazuma is his name. This is Majima, who you kind of know as Goro. Yeah, graphics look kind of fuzzy, even compared to Red Dead Redemption. They kind of sit somewhere between proper full-on like PS3 and PS2 graphics, I guess. And it's full of crazy like Japanese type shit. Some funny characters and things. This isn't the only game I've completed in the series. I've also completed the Yakuza Dead Souls, which doesn't really have any bearing on, you know, playing this game. But yeah, he has this underground communication centre here. Is it going to dump us into some actual gaming now? No, more bollocks. We'll just skip through the conversations quickly. When you do actually get into the kind of main meat of the game, it kind of plays, it controls a lot like Shenmue. The game plays kind of similarly to Shenmue, but it's a lot more action oriented. A lot more fighting. It's kind of like Shenmue meets Streets of Rage, I guess. So more cutscene, as you can see. There is a lot of talking and shit. They only actually have voices during the FMV cutscenes. Yeah, I really had fun playing this game, and kind of disappointed that Yakuza 4 is a PS Plus game when I kind of own a physical version of the game, and I've yet to play it, so yeah, it's kind of annoying. Right, a strange crowd. So yeah, this is probably going to make one boring video as I just sit here going through minutes and minutes of conversation. Right, hopefully it's chucked us out here and we can fight. I don't think it does though. Comedy expressions on everybody's faces. It's really cheesy when you're walking around the open world environment. You get these like thugs that come up to you and things, and it's like, hey you, I just had a big meal and I want to lose calories against you or something silly, like really ridiculous reasons to start fights, like I need some exercise because I'm just ate a burger, and hey you, I don't like the look of you. Like, it's just silly. So still waiting to get into what you could call any sort of gameplay. Right, let's get it food out. Serious music time. Hello. I like the grunts and things. I think it's kind of a Japanese speciality to have like subtitles and then just like grunts like, huh? Hey. Ooh. Huh? You get the idea. Right, I have to go and help that dude. Right, so here we are working with the old controls. How do I get out of here? I'm assuming I have to talk to these to get out of here. Blah blah blah. Right, speak to him. Right. That is a door. Yeah, I do. So I went down it via a lift and there's just a door. Like, isn't the whole like desk on an elevator completely unnecessary? You'll kind of recognise this bit if you played Dead Souls, Yakuza Dead Souls, should I say, not the random RPG hack and slash. Yeah, yeah, it's kind of similar to an underground area in Yakuza Dead Souls. Where am I going? The mini-map, it doesn't rotate with the way that you look, the way that the camera's pointed, which kind of takes a bit of getting used to. It's a very quirky game and you have to sort of work around its quirks a lot of the time. And we exit the underground area via some stairs, and yeah, randomly that's like the start of that area is just like, yeah. Right, so we have to get out of this sort of yard, I guess you'd call it. Can we sprint? No. So this is the door here. As you can see, the objectives are pink, so I'm just going to go ahead and exit. And a bit of loading. And here we have some fight. Some fatty time, right. So yeah, it kind of plays similar to Virtua Fighter, I'd guess. Again, you can make comparisons to Shenmue. You've played the kind of end of Shenmue where you really actually get to fight people one after the other, you'll know what I mean. We can pick stuff up, pick a bike up, hit people with it. Can we throw them? Yeah, we can throw them at people. What do we do with the glowing thing? I can't exactly remember. Oh, we get a slow-mo and it's the last bad guy that's just been defeated. Let me talk to these people, find out where my boy is. And yeah, this is what I mean, kind of like Shenmue meets Streets of Rage, because now we're basically running through the streets, taking some dudes down. These guys have got fucking guns, can grab them, slam them down like that, pick them up, just smack the shit out of these cunts. It would be a very good game for stress relief if it kind of wasn't for the fact that there's that many cutscenes and conversations to have in this game. It will probably cause you more stress if you're stressed out and looking for instant stress relief. So here we have some kind of badly modelled 3D vans. Look like straight out of the PS2 era, but it's not a game that you play for the technical elements of the game. Play it for its quirks and its charm and its interesting storylines and shit. I mean, when you're actually playing the parts with the orphanage, you actually sort of do day-to-day tasks in the orphanage, like help the kids out and talk to them and shit like that, and make dinner. Well, I don't really make dinner, it's kind of insinuated that you make dinner. But yeah, it's really funny. It's a big contrast to this. It's all like sunny and it's by the beach and got all these little chirpy little kids, funny looking fat kid and shit like that. Don't remember dying too many times throughout the game. It's not really a big deal if you do die. Pretty much just get straight back into it and try and defeat the enemy that kicked your ass. There is a premium game mode that you unlock after you've completed the game, and I think that basically keeps all of your abilities and items from finishing the game. Then you can sort of play through the game again. I don't know whether the difficulty's amped up, but you play it with all your abilities and everything already sort of maxed out and whatever. Assuming that you managed to max them out. Yeah, drop these fools. Yeah, I mean, when you're glowing, I think you sort of grab people, take them towards walls, and then you press a triangle, and it does like I guess you'd call it an execution move. The X button does like a dash. You can sort of dash around. You don't really need these moves when you're playing it on the easiest difficulty. You can just, mash buttons and not bother dashing or anything like that. It's pretty straightforward. Nothing too taxing. Apart from when somebody keeps fucking blocking your attacks. Get around the back of the motherfucker. Yeah. Did him in with his gay suit. Now where's my boy? Okay, you run off, Mr. Cadbury's. I sent some more goons in with sticks this time. Sticks don't fucking scare me, you pussy bitch. Right. Let's crack some craniums. You get blockades every so often and you just smash them up really. As you can see, the enemies aren't too aggressive either really in this. How do you do these again? Like that. Yeah, the enemies aren't too aggressive. They don't instantly attack you on this difficulty. Walk in the park really. Straight up button mashing and shit. You get these guys here that are ready to sort of if you can see the fat guy in the background that's holding a bike, they're just there to like throw shit at you, and you can just like throw shit at them from a distance, or you can just miss like I did there. Yeah, let's do this, bitch. Pow! Pussy. Yeah. So the idea is obviously attack these guys from a longer range, but because we're playing on easy, health isn't too much of an issue. There are also parts of the game where you do chases on foot, where you have to sort of chase people down, and like it's sort of like you're sprinting and it's weird, and it's hard to explain. There's one where there's police, and you have to avoid the police, and I think the police have got like sirens on their heads. Really bizarre shit. Yeah, a lot of pop in, as you'll notice when people in the background just pop in from nowhere. The music's just what you'd expect from like a Japanese fighting game like Tekken and obviously Virtua Fighter, as I've drawn a comparison earlier. It's nothing remarkable, or certainly not too offensive, and overall it adds to that quirky Japanese styling of the game. I think if you like the Shenmue style of gameplay, then you've got to check this game out. It's not amazing. It's not quite Shenmue, but it's interesting to see sort of the similarities and all that stuff. And they are going to bring Yakuza 5 to the PS3. When I first saw that announced, well, I say to the PS3, there is a Japanese version, but obviously with the game being subtitles sort of anyway, you won't be able to understand any of the Japanese in the game, so it'd be a pointless buy. So yeah, they are doing a UK, well, an English translation of Yakuza 5 and bringing it to the PS3, but I was disappointed that they're not gonna, well, as far as I'm aware, it's not going to be released on the PS4 or anything like that, because that probably would have been a game that I'd buy on the PS4. I'm certainly not going to pay full price for Yakuza 5 on the PS3. They're good games, but not that good. There's not enough replay value in the games to warrant a full price purchase for me. I'll just wait until it's tenner or something. May even end up being one of the sort of rarer PS3 games, getting released later on in its cycle, in the console cycle. So that's that guy done with. Smashed his head into a wall. Gives me a shit bit of dialogue. But yeah, that is, here we go. This is what I was talking about, the chase scenes. And we can sort of sprint now. So we hunt him down. And throw things in your way and shit. Yeah, there's one kind of variations of this where there's police everywhere, like I said, and you have to avoid the police, and they've got like sirens on their heads. It's really bizarre. Got like helmets with sirens. It's insane. So I was just going to end the video then, and it threw this up, so I'm just going with the flow till the end of this. Oops. Yeah, get back here, pussy. course you get people with the kind of look like YouTube annotation boxes, like fucking chirping in with comments. There are some bizarre ones, some funny ones. Guy's not very good at running and avoiding objects, is he? I think we're nearly there now. Oh, am I supposed to hit him, or am I just supposed to be following him? Oh, I'm supposed to be hitting him. Silly me. Getting confused. Right, it's pretty fucking easy to get him. So yeah, I basically just ran around in a circle because I wasn't paying attention. Anybody would think that I've not played this game before. I've actually completed it. Blah blah blah, and then he gives you the location, and yeah, that's kind of your main meat of the game, running and beating people up, and then it does go open world eventually, and you can kind of explore shops, and there's arcades like there was in Shenmue and things like that. So yeah, overall it's an interesting, quirky Japanese game that I definitely recommend to anybody really. It's a sort of fighting game fan, or anybody who likes Shenmue, or just people who like quirky Japanese ridiculous stories, or is into the whole Yakuza thing. So yeah, overall cool game, and I'm sure a lot of you will have experienced Yakuza 4 with it being a PS Plus game this month, and I shall be playing that sometime in the future and do a video on that. Cool stuff.